everyone. Happy Monday. Today is our Monday mobility, and I have a big reveal if you read the description. So my big reveal is look behind me, no ugly walls. I spent last week cleaning the place up. I added to the ground space, the floor space, and painted everything. So I'm gonna give you just a little view of my new place. Okay, so here's the entrance into the garage, into my studio. And I hung all of our medals up at the top there. Thought it was a nice little touch. Made me miss actually competing. And here's the rest of the garage, other corner. So there's still a few things missing. I have a board coming, a actual blackboard coming, because the whiteboard sends a glare behind me, or creates a glare. So I have a blackboard coming, so I'm hoping that'll work a little bit better than the whiteboard. And then a couple other little things I want to put up and hang, and maybe a shelf here and there. But anyways, that's my big reveal. Super excited. The stained ugly walls are gone. So let's go ahead and get started today. You're going to need a foam roller. So everyone grab your foam roller if you're following along with me. Got my foam roller here. So go ahead and set that right next to you for right now. Let's just go ahead and start with some cat-cow. So get those knees underneath the hips, the wrists underneath the shoulders, and we're just going to go ahead and start with some breathing. Pushing up into that position, opening things up, noticing how things feel today. Hope you all had a great weekend. I actually went for a short walk yesterday, and I'm sad to say it's been over 2.5 months since I run. Been a little busy, but it felt good. Walk was definitely enough. If I attempted to run the entire 3.5 mile distance, it would have been a bit much for my body since I haven't been running. So it was perfect. So a little bit of tightness for me today, based off of that. Other than my running, I really didn't do a whole lot. Oh, I worked out Saturday. So, but other than that, a few little projects, and that was it. One more each direction. Lift that chin, get a good stretch, and then go the other way. Nice. Go ahead and grab that foam roller. We're going to start on our back here. So go ahead and cross the arms over the top or around your body here. And we're just going to roll nice and slowly about the middle of the back, about where the rib cage ends, and then we're just going to come back up. Trying to relax into it as much as possible. Any really tight areas. Right about there is one for me. Back all the way up. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and open those arms up overhead. Reaching nice and straight arms if possible. Stop right about where the shoulder blades start, so not quite the upper back. Go ahead and drop your bottom if you can. We're going to use the arms, so we're going to start here, and then we're just going to use arms to help us go right over the top. Trying to relax, and then bringing the arms back. Go ahead and move the roller up just a little bit. So now we're more closer to the middle of the back, middle of those shoulder blades. Same thing. Reaching with those fingertips up overhead. So go ahead and hold it here. From here, we're going to roll onto that right side. So you can go ahead and bring this right arm down. Excuse me, I said right side. Left side, facing you. Okay, we're going to keep the left arm straight over the top of us. Okay, thumb is going to be pointed up. So your arm is in line with your ear. Okay, so we don't have it in front of us. We don't have it behind us. Right in line with that ear, thumb up. And we're very tender spot. At least for me it is. So it's right underneath the armpit. And I'm gonna roll forward. So I'm hitting right on the edge of that armpit or the shoulder blade, right as it comes into that armpit there. And I'm gonna roll back a little bit so I'm more on the edge of that shoulder blade. And I'm just gonna roll forward and back, nice and slow. This could be super tender. I did a bunch of pull-ups for the first time in ages on Saturday, so my lats are really tight. Very sore, so it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm trying to breathe through that soreness, that uncomfortableness. So I'm going to pin down in a nice little sore spot, and I'm going to lift my arm just a little bit. So I'm lifting the arm off the ground a little bit, trying to keep it nice and straight. Notice I'm not doing one of these. Okay, I'm not waving. I'm lifting from the shoulder versus bending at the elbow. That's going to make a difference in this stretch. Okay, if you just bend at the elbow, this really isn't doing a whole lot. If we're lifting, we're pinning those muscles down underneath through that shoulder blade or edge of the shoulder blade area, armpit area, and now I'm lifting, which is stretching those muscles. Okay. And then let's go ahead and roll down the armpit just a little bit here. Okay. Making sure the arm is straight overhead, thumb is up, trying to relax the body as much as possible. And again, rolling forward. Oh, there's a spot there. I'm gonna roll back. You might get a little clunk clunk as you go from the softer tissue to more of on the side or the edge of that shoulder blade. Ooh, yummy spots in there. But that means I use those muscles, which is great. And again, holding on that spot, so I'm right on the edge of the shoulder blade, and I'm gonna lift. Oh, this is a little harder. Really pinning that muscle down and then forcing that stretch as I lift.
Halfway there.
Halfway there, guys. Can you believe it? Nice. Okay. Let's go and roll the roller down one more time. So now we're right on the edge, right where it comes into that rib cage there. For some, this is the most tender area. For me, it's not too bad. Still not super comfortable, but not as bad as that middle area we were just working on. So just forward and back. Okay, and then pausing in the middle there and lifting. Ooh. More. Nice. Okay, go ahead and come off that. Before we go to the other side, go ahead and turn your roller long ways. We're going to lay down on the roller. If you have a short roller, that's fine. You can still do this movement. It's just a little trickier. You make sure your feet got some width to it so that way you're not tipping off the roller. Okay, and we're going to open those shoulders up. So if you're really tight in the front of the body, in the chest or the front of the shoulders, you'll feel really good stretch here. Actually, I've got some tightness in my neck, so I can feel it into the front of my neck as well on my right side. So I'm going to pay attention to, something to address later. We're just relaxing here. You can give your shoulder blades a little pinch, open things up a little bit more if you'd like, otherwise just relax, keep everything open. Up and then back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Up, down, and we're gonna fan our arms out like snow angels. If you're making an angel in the snow, all the way up, all the way down. Trying to keep that chest open throughout that range of motion. Trying to keep the arms nice and straight. One more time. Nice. Okay. Go ahead and come off the roller. We're going to switch sides now. Okay, so now we're on the right side. I'm going to start up nice and high. Ooh, arm is straight up above my my head, in line with my ear, and my thumb is up. Okay, and I'm just gonna rock forward and backwards, and this side is way more sore than the other side. Trying to relax into it. Trying not to fight against that uncomfortable feeling or that tightness. Okay, and pausing in the middle and give a good lift with that arm. Trying to lift from the shoulder. Now, if you can't lift really high, that's fine. You're still going to get a lot out of it if you just lift a little bit. As long as that arm is straight, you'll still get something out of it. You're still pinning those muscles out underneath the armpit and then forcing them to stretch as you lift that arm. Okay, so if you can't lift really high, that's fine. Just go with your range of motion. You're still getting the benefit. Just keep the arm straight. All right, so we're gonna move that roller down a little bit. And we're rocking forward and backwards. Whew. Becoming a little less tender as I roll across it. Okay, right in the middle here, pin it down and lift. All right, rolling the roller down one more time, down towards the bottom. Ooh, that's really tender there. And going forward and then backward. Okay, pause right in the middle there and lift. Lifting from the shoulder. You can think of reaching your fingertips out in front of you too, if that helps. And whatever works to keep that arm nice and straight. Nice. Okay, good. And slowly come off that. We're going to take the roller. We're going to come to our knees now. We're going to put our wrists or our hands on the roller, thumbs up. Okay, and we're going to roll it out in front of us. Keep your hips up nice and high. Okay, and then push your chest down into the roller. Your arms are a little wider than shoulder width. If you need to go way further out, because you have some shoulder range of motion issues, that's fine too. Wherever is comfortable for you. And push down into it. Big breath. And then raise up a little bit. And then push down again. Breathing through your back, the upper back area. So expanding into the back and then sinking down.
One minute.
Okay, guys, for the last minute, let's just go ahead and take a seat on the roller. We're just gonna get the upper glutes just a little bit. So leaning back, I'm leaning towards the right side. I'm hitting right at the top of those upper glutes. We're just gonna give them a little bit of love. And a rocking side to side. This is an area you can spend a little more time on if you notice that they're particularly tender. Yeah, but for right now, we're just gonna finish off our session. Just a little bit of love here in the lower body. Okay, let's go ahead and switch. So switching to the other side, left side. I'm rolling up and down, and then I'm using it side to side as well. Rolling across those fibers.
Well done.
Okay, guys. Well, that is our mobility session for today. If you found anything that was particularly tender or, I hesitate to say painful, feel free to revisit those areas and work on them a little bit more. We have only got 10 minutes in our session, so it's not a lot of time to spend on releasing those areas. So if you have more time, go back either now or later today and revisit some of those tender areas. You'll get a lot more out of it and a lot better release if you can spend a little bit more time there. If not, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your week, make it a great one, guys. Catch you later. Bye.